Today, we'll take a look at the Manfrotto Move Kit. It's part gimbal, part monopod. Combined together, they allow you to achieve cinematic sweeping shots in a matter of seconds. Manfrotto is a name most filmmakers recognize for their quality tripods, but you may be surprised that they are relatively new to the gimbal market. However, to stand out in this crowded market, you have to offer something truly unique, and I think Manfrotto may have done it with their new gimbal. This is the Manfrotto MVG 300XM, which has a brand new modular design, which is something I haven't seen before. It features two internal batteries, one on the gimbal head and the other in the handle, which when separated, the handle can now function as a wireless remote. This design allows you to use your gimbal in a number of ways beyond just being a gimbal. It can be mounted onto a tripod for smooth pans or tilts, or mounted to the gimboom to create jib-like shots, allowing you to be more creative and versatile with your camera movement. The gimboom is something that I found to be quite handy. I can use it to create sweeping shots from high to low. It's quite easy to adjust with a turn of the column. Now the gimboom can work with any gimbal, but with the 300XM you can attach the handle to the end of the gimboom to retain control over your gimbal. With the A and B points on the handle, you can now program moves in which the gimbal will automatically perform precise and repeatable camera moves. Operating the gimbal is pretty straightforward with the nice touchscreen that makes it really easy to adjust settings, or there is a mode button for an easy toggle between your different shooting modes, such as my favorite pan follow, pan tilt follow, lock, and then all follow. They even have some bonus features such as inception mode, time lapse, and panoramic. Straight out of the box, the gimbal feels quite smooth, but there are a number of settings you can adjust to better suit it to your needs. One thing that I wanted to do was adjust the panning. I felt that it was a little bit more delay than I was typically used to. And so I went into the settings and adjusted the deadpan and speed, so I had a much more responsive and fluid movement, which better suited my needs. Manfrotto also got a lot of little things right, such as the locks for each axis for balancing or when transporting, the addition of the red marker dots to keep track of your balanced camera setup, and that you can charge the gimbal through a single USB-C on the side when they are connected, giving you about 10 hours of battery life. Or if you need to charge them separately, the handle also has a USB-C on the bottom. The gimbal case is actually very nice, and it is something that I do see myself using. There's even a vertical shooting mode, and while it's not something I personally need, I do think it's super handy for those rare times when you need to shoot vertically for those social posts, thus adding to its versatility. Now I want to touch on a few cons I experienced with this gimbal. A couple times when I have gone to recalibrate the gimbal, it simply jiggle and vibrate during its calibration, which is a bit worrying, but it never seemed to be an issue with the gimbal. But I do wonder if the calibration is working properly with my setup. But Manfrotto has offered plenty of firmware updates, which you can do through the mobile app. Now these firmware updates seem to be a little bit longer than what I would expect from a gimbal. Sometimes it would take like 10 minutes just to properly download the firmware and then install it. So that is something to keep in mind. I think this is the most intuitive gimbal I've used. It has about everything I need in a gimbal, and everything is just easy to adjust with that touchscreen, and I'm able to customize it to whatever shooting mode I need to be in. Combining this gimbal with the gimboom allows me to get a variety of shots very quickly, which is perfect for a shooter like myself. If you want to learn more about this Manfrotto gimbal, I'll leave a link in the description down below for more information. Other than that, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.